girl, Nadia Victoria, and it is Monday, so I'm coming through with some beginning of the week energy. Spirit has been talking to me. We are on the 3-day fruit and veggie cleanse fast, meditation, and all of that. So God is already speaking, so I'm going to share with you what he has been giving me all day. He's been talking since early this morning, so I've been trying to jot some things down. Hopefully I didn't forget anything, but if this is your first time here, welcome to Manifestation Goddess LLC, where we're over here healing to abundance through the guidance of spirit, okay? And we heal through abundance by letting go of anything that does no longer serve our highest good. If it's not going to help us reach our next level, we're releasing it, we're healing from it. And that way that allows us to be able to accept in all the abundance of joy, peace, love, and yes, financial prosperity as well. To my returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued support. Yes, yes, yes. And also, if I say anything, I know I got a lot of new people watching. If you could please hit that like button for me, or that subscribe button, or that share button while you're here, because I know there's going to be something in here that resonates with you. Yes, indeed. But God, we thank you for each and every person. Let me slow down a little bit. I ask that you'll cover us all from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet with your divine white light of love and compassion. Then, God, shield us with a fiery wall of protection, oh God. So when the enemy comes in trying to knock us off our path, trying to delay us, stagnate us, kill us, steal what you've promised us, God, we ask that you will send it on back to their ass 100,000-fold, because that's the only way they're going to learn is when they get a dose of their own medicine. But God, let that fiery wall be so stringent and so powerful that it does not even infiltrate or affect our being. And then, God, I ask that you speak through me. Breathe you in, and I give you 100,000% full permission to speak through me with power, authority, and clarity. God, speak in such a way that you give us answers, solutions, and divine guidance. Amen, 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 and amen. Again, I'm going to try to read some of my notes. But the first thing I heard this morning, it was Psalms 5, you guys. Spirit told me to go to Psalms 5, and I read it, and I'm going to share a little bit of that with y'all, because as we are doing meditation and things like that, we want to be able to manifest, right? So it says, give ear to my words. Consider my meditation. Okay, so for those of you who are doing this 3-day cleanse with me, I need you to go to Psalms 5, and I need you to read at least verses 1 through 3. Okay, 1 through 3. Give ear to my words, O Lord, and consider my meditation. You can put university, whatever you want to put in there. But hearken unto the voice of my cry, O God. For unto thee will I pray. Okay, my voice, listen, my voice shalt thou hear in the morning. O Lord, in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee and will look up. Okay, so what we want to do here these next 3 days from today, starting today for these 3 days rather, we want to make sure that we are in the morning, asking God to consider our meditation, asking Spirit to hear our voice, okay? Because we are manifesting things. And didn't they say manifesting that? Let me go back to this. Did it say? Because when I'm telling y'all, Spirit just be talking, and I don't know what it's going to say. What it's going to teach? Just said Psalms 5. I said, okay, Psalms 5. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For unto thee will I pray. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto you and will look up. And then I think, is there something in here somewhere? Maybe not. Maybe I done read so much today. But that was the most important meditation. So we are meditating and we're praying. So God is even encouraging us to ask him to consider our meditation, to consider our prayer. So that's just confirmation for me that, when we wake up in the morning, we need to strive to get these 15 minutes in, because there are things that you want. There are things that I want. There's things that we're trying to manifest in our lives, and we can't do it of ourselves. So we have to tap into spirit. We have to tap into divine spirit, okay, to get these things done. It's so much easier when we're not out here trying to piece everything together by ourselves when we got a spiritual team that is ready. Our God of all, our divine God, the Spirit of God, which is, he said, I am a spirit, and they that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth. You know what I'm saying? So in order for us to, get things done, we got to realize that we can tap in spiritually. Tap in. And it'll make things a lot easier. Okay. And then secondly, I heard what was it, Spirit? Bring it back to me. That faith without works is dead, y'all. Faith without works is dead. There is no need. And let me tell you what's so funny. When Spirit gave me faith without works is dead. And if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, or, I don't know if I put it on YouTube, but I put it on those uh places this morning. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Manifestation Goddess LLC. But I put on there that faith without action is dead. It's powerless. It's no good, right? And then after I posted it, I forgot all about yesterday. I was on the phone with my mom. I was calling myself going to go outside for a few minutes, had a very stressful weekend, full weekend. And I went outside and was talking to her, and two wasps came and just like dead in my face. And I was like, oh my God. So I came back in the house. Then I went today, y'all, to have dinner, and I did have me some veggie fajitas because we on our 3-day fruit and veggie. And while I was sitting there, y'all, another wasp came and landed dead on the side of my plate. Okay, I was like, okay, Spirit, I hear you now. You want me? There's a message, because there's no reason that wasps, you know what I'm saying, are constantly in my face. So then when I looked that up, let me see. When I read, when Spirit said that faith without works is dead this morning, and then I read the meaning of the wasp, y'all, and I saved it, because I think I screenshot it so I wouldn't have to be sitting around here looking for this. But it said wasp symbolism, the spiritual symbolism of a wasp. Part of the symbolism surrounding the wasp is to take action. Merely having an idea is not enough to see your way to success. Do you guys not see how all of these synchronicities are coming together? It's not by chance. Spirit wants me to let you guys know that faith without works is dead. Just for you having the idea of a business and having faith that it can work, and you not doing any work, not putting any energy in it, it's just not gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some action behind your dreams. So if you are saying, you know what I'm saying, I want this, I want that, I want to travel, I want to make $100,000 for the end of this year, I want to make $500,000, I want to hit $1 million this year, or whatever, and you're not putting any action behind it, you can have faith all day. Faith without works is dead. Faith without action is dead. Just having faith is not enough. I can have faith that, you know what I'm saying, that this water gonna taste good. Okay, I got water right here. But if I don't pick it up and drink it, then what? I got to put in some action. I got to burn a little calories to get some of this water. Okay? If I can look in the mirror and say, I need to tone this thing down. Just having faith that I'll know I'll look good if I lose another 6 or 7, 8 pounds, that's one thing. But for me to put the action behind it, for me, I can sit up here and write out every day, God, thank you that I lose 5 or 8 pounds, but I don't change nothing about myself. You know what I'm saying? And I sit around here and eat cookies and cake and ice cream every day, and drink up margaritas and beer and all this stuff, and don't do nothing, then guess what? It's not going to happen that way. You know what I'm saying? I can have faith that is going to be that way, but that it's going to happen. But if I don't put, and you know what, you mess around and you might get it, but it's going to be through sickness. Okay, so be careful about that too. You got to put some work in it, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it was so interesting to me how God tied that thing up this morning when I put that on Facebook, when he dropped it into my spirit. And then I'm sitting out and the wasp came again, because I should have Googled last night and see, okay, well, what's the spiritual meaning of wasp? Because 2 of them coming back to back, dead up in my face. And I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And for today, for it to hit that plate, I said, okay, God, you trying to tell me something. Let me see what this wasp spirit say. So let me just read the rest of it for you guys. So merely having an idea is not enough to see your way to success. Always have a plan and keep working towards that goal. Don't just sit and ponder, because we can sit down and come up with, oh, well, that would be a good idea. Oh, that would be a good idea. Oh, that's cool. I think I like that idea. We can research all day, but we don't take no action towards the goal. Then we are just, we ain't manifesting yet. Okay. So always have a plan and keep working towards that goal. Don't just sit and ponder. It's not enough to merely dream of being a famous rapper, singer, whatever, or a serious playwright or a serious business owner, a major manifestor, blah, 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 blah. But do nothing. Whatever your goal or idea, it will require that you mindfully decide on the desired outcome and then map your way to its manifestation. Okay? So how am I going to go from idea to reality? So how am I going to go from vision to reality? Okay, well, that means I'm gonna have to write out some things. I'm gonna have to start moving towards these. How can I do this? And that's the thing, because many of us don't sit down and really ponder out the steps. We just come up with ideas like, oh, okay, and then we do 1 or 2 steps, and then we sit down for another 2 or 3 months, and then we're like, you know what, I never did finish that. And then we go back and we say, okay, let me do this 1 or 2 things, and we sit down, but we don't necessarily have a true plan. We don't truly have a map of what we're doing. So it's imperative for you. What can you do daily? It's one thing for you to say, okay, well, I'm gonna start eating better. I'm just gonna go to the gym every day. Sit down. What are you actually going to do to get to that goal? What's the goal? How am I going to get there? Write out step for step, because it's more realistic and it's more of a visual thing for you when you write it out. And if you don't know something, you're missing a few steps. You just wrote step 1 through 3, but you don't know how to get to 4 to 6. Then you know what? That's what your prayer and meditation is for. That's when you go and, ask God how to get you there. But you got to make the steps. You create the plan and start working towards it. Then God can move. But you can't just write a plan or have an idea and don't make any steps and think God just gonna bless you with this money out of the air. He just gonna bless you with a fruitful business. He just gonna bless you with that wife. He just gonna bless you with that husband. He just gonna bless you with this beautiful home. But all you did was write it on that sheet of paper. You just wrote it on the sheet of paper, okay? You just had the thought in your mind. You got to work towards it. Faith without works is powerless. It is dead, honey, okay? It's just like I said with the water. I can sit here and say all day I'm thirsty, but if I don't get my happy behind up out this chair and go get me some water or use this little energy to use these arms, this forearm to extend, pick this thing up and pour it in my mouth, then I'm wasting my time. I can sit in the house and say, oh, it would be so good if I turn the air conditioner on. But if I don't get my happy behind up and turn the AC on and set it so that, it'll work, it's not going to work. I can sit up here all day and say, it sure would be good to have some, some red snapper tonight. I can't have nothing now, but if even, I'm just giving this suggestion. I mean, this example. If I want red snapper, but if I don't get my happy behind up and go in that kitchen and cook it, or go to the store or to the restaurant and eat it, it's just just an idea. So Spirit is saying faith without works is dead. You need to get up off your happy behind. Go get your pen and paper, write out your goals. Step 1 through 5. What am I going to do to get this done? 1 and 2 ain't going to get it there. What's the full plan? Now, listen. Yes, you may have some detours along the way, and you might have said you was going to go I-75 to I-20, and then you're going to bust that right out. Once you get off I-20, you're going to take that right on Memorial, and then, you're going to take I-20 to this, that, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you might get out there on the highway and realize that, you know what? The GPS is leading me a different way because there's an accident up ahead. Okay, you might make some detours along the way, but you know what? They're divine detours. They're divine detours. It's for your safety and it's for your ultimate goal to be, reached. But if you ain't got no plan, honey, how you gonna get there? How you gonna get there? You ain't mapped out your plan. What is your plan? How am I gonna lose these next 30 pounds? How am I going to do it? Okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to do 30 minutes of elliptical. On Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to do 20 minutes on the treadmill, and I'm going to do 20 minutes on weights. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I got to get this business going. So what am I going to do? Okay, so Monday, I'm gonna go choose my building. Tuesday, I'm gonna go ahead and apply for this loan. Or Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm gonna reach out to see if I can, I'm just whatever come up my hand. I'm find out about where I can vend at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find me some vendor places. Whatever. Y'all gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to vend on Saturdays and Sundays at this place to get exposure. I'm gonna make sure I do this, and this. You gotta do something. You gotta have a plan, basically. Because faith without works is dead. And then when that wall spirit came back and said, it's time to take action. Action. Okay? Action. ACTION. Ain't nobody gonna do it but you. Okay? And then there's second meaning, thank you, kind spirit, for the wasp too is, you might be running into this week quite a few nuances, things just aggravating you, irritating you, just little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Things you thought you did, you know what I'm saying? You were good on, you thought you had completed it, and then somebody's gonna say, well, they didn't get the email, and then it's gonna be a little bit of a nuance because now you got to go back and resend it. You know what I'm saying? You thought you faxed something and they missing the last page. You thought you was good and done, honey. You on your way over here, 30 miles away from the house, and then they're going to tell you that they didn't get the facts, and now you got to circumvent and go, reroute and go all the way back to your house to refax the stuff or go back, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, call somebody. You might run into a little, things this week that's going to try to be irritable and distracting. You know what I'm saying? And so because that wasp spirit also has that second meaning of just being a nuance, just getting under your skin, just bothering you. Okay. But spirit also said, be steadfast, unmovable. Okay. You know that, when you're on a certain path, this week, as you're trying to stay focused and complete these 3 days, that there may be some distractions and some nuances, different things to get under your skin, distractions, just irritations. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit is saying, be steadfast and unmovable. Do not allow yourself to fret. Do not allow yourself to become anxious. Do not let anxiety take over. Breathe in, breathe out, and handle it like a boss. Okay? Handle it like a manifester. You are a manifester. You are a energy shifter. Okay? So be ready that, something you might think is done. You know what I'm saying? So something might just go to irritating the crap out of you. But you know what? Tap in. I'm already giving you a warning. Okay? I'm giving you a warning. Tap into that inner goddess, that inner strength, and don't let nothing move you this week. Don't let nothing move you these 3 days. Don't let nothing move you this week, period. Because when you are trying to manifest and you are trying to stay connected to spirit, you're doing your meditations and you're doing your eating right and cleansing and all of this and that someone is going to come, something is going to come to try to throw you off and make you, drop down from your high vibration to worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, worry, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. But that is a no-go. Put on your crown now, queen. Put on your crown now, king. Put on your goddess and your God energy and be prepared for it. And when it comes, you smile and you smile. Okay? All right, no problem. I'm about 30 minutes away from home, and I know you needed that by 5 o'clock, and it is right now 4 o'clock. But you know what? At least you called me before the end of the day, so let me just, reroute and go handle this. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. Don't get yourself frustrated. Yes, you were headed to the gym. Yes, you were headed to that birthday party. Yes, you were going to that after work socialization time or whatever. You was on your way to Kroger or Publix, but it's okay. Kroger and Publix will be there. Just breathe in, breathe out, and don't you give no energy to any doubt or fear. Just know, you know what? Because when they say, well, ma'am, if you don't get it in, then we're going to have to do this and we're going to have to do that. Or, sir, if you don't get it in or get it in, at this by a certain time, we're going to take that rate up on you. We won't be able to lock you in on that 7% rate or that 5% rate. If you don't get it to us, your rate is gonna go up, or that late fee gonna hit, and that late fee gonna be $75. Or if you don't get it into us by 5 o'clock, then you know what I'm saying, we're gonna shut your power off. If you don't get it to us by 5 o'clock, ma'am, then we're gonna have to come repossess your car. If you don't get it by 5 o'clock, we ain't gonna be able to seal a deal for that on that contract for that new business for you. You won't be able to lease this building for for your building. I'm telling you, expect it, but handle it just like a boss. And so when they start coming at you like, hey man, if you don't do it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I got you. I hear what you're saying, and that this is an easy fix. I'm just gonna reroute and go back home and resend it. Or you know what? I'm just gonna pull over here and go over here to this FedEx Kiko's. You know what I'm saying, and fax it to you. Or you know what? I got it right here in my car. Let me just, I'm just gonna go over here to the UPS store and fax it to you. You know what I'm saying? It's about 10 minutes out my way, but I'm gonna go do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing pull you out of your energy, because that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the wasp has two meanings, and also the wasp is a representation of springtime, that new beginning as well. So there's a few meanings, but the two that really stuck out for me today when I read it is because of that Spirit woke me up early this morning. Faith without works is dead. So even I need to make sure that I put my plans in place and make sure that I fine tune mine. You do yours as well. But now, you guys, I just want to get those divine messages. I know sometimes I go a little long, but somebody need to hear that. Somebody need to hear it. So, God, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, if you would give us an affirmation for this week. Today, I will carry myself with confidence, okay? I will carry myself with confidence. Like I said, someone may be calling to try to tell you, hey, if you don't get this by such and such a time, blah, 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 but you walk in your confidence. These nuances and these things that's trying to get under your skin and trying to be irritable and, things you had thought you were good on, somebody, whatever these little distractions, little aggravations are. Today, I will carry myself with confidence. I'm not going to allow none of that to throw me off. I'm confident that I'm still going to meet that deadline. I'm confident that I'm still going to seal the deal. I'm confident that I'm still going to seal in that rate. I'm confident that that light bill will be paid in time. I'm confident that they will not repossess my car. I'm confident because I know that I got the paperwork, I got the money, I got the situation that, so that's not the will of God concerning me. Okay? That's not the will of God concerning me. Now, Spirit, where do we go from here? I think Spirit wants me to go here. We're already at 22 minutes. And right now I'm here in Thai Tibet. I don't have no doubt God will work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Hey, work it out. So be confident and knowing that God is going to work it out. I don't care what kind of little situation it is that the devil tried to throw at you this week. As you're manifesting, you know how he do. You know what I'm saying? You know how he do. So be ready. Okay. Okay, Spirit is saying, just walk it, like I said, in that confidence. Walk in that confidence. That solar plexus is about that area of confidence. Okay? Solar plexus is all about your confidence. It's about happiness. It's about, that sunshine energy. Okay. So no matter what, just walk in your confidence this week and know that everything is working out. So that's amazing right there. And I got, because like I said, let me just pull up solar plexus real quick because, I like to be thorough, guys. That's that Virgo in me. And if anybody wanted to know, now you know. Okay, I knew I was right, but the solar plexus chakra, also known as the Manipura chakra, is the third chakra in the 7 chakra system. This energy center governs our ability to be confident, assertive, and make decisions from a place of inner wisdom. Y'all don't understand how God is connecting all of this. Do y'all understand? I'm telling y'all, early this morning, this is what God was saying. And I was up this morning at 7 something? And God was already speaking to me when I woke up this morning. As a matter of fact, y'all, I had so much on my plate this week, okay, this weekend, that I was like, I could barely breathe, okay? So finally last night, y'all, I ran me a spiritual bath and I put me some Himalayan salt in there, and some lavender and all that good stuff. Honey, child, let me tell you, I ran me a nice warm bath, and I laid in that tub and I fell asleep. You hear me? And I fell completely asleep. You know, I was like, well, I see how, but I ain't under the influence of no drugs, so I wasn't afraid of dying in that mud. But I fell asleep, y'all. I'm like out. I was in there meditating, and the next thing you know, I fell out, and I'm like, oh my God, but at least the water was still warm when I woke up. Okay. But anyway, so so I've been talking to Spirit all night. So when I wake up this morning, I wake up with Spirit already in my ear, and he already saying, early in the morning, you know, ask me to consider your meditation. You know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, baby. Early in the morning. So these 3 days, the rest of this week, early in the morning, I need for y'all to spend some time and talk to him. Read you Psalms 5 every day if you can. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do number 1 through 3, the whole Psalm 5 is good, because it is going to talk about how your enemies ain't got no power anyway towards the end. But Psalm 5 is a good one, okay? But listen, the solar plexus is all about your confidence and being assertive. So when I told you that the nuances is going to come, and the distractions and look irritations and things that want to aggravate you, Spirit is saying, stay in your what? Today, I will carry myself with confidence. Okay? Solar plexus, confidence, assertiveness. If you missing this message, I need you to just tap yourself. It's time to tap in right now, because God is speaking, and he's speaking to you. Carry yourself with confidence and assertiveness. Don't just start folding and melting and crying and want to throw in the towel just because some little aggravations and irritations and people throwing in monkey wrenches on you this week. Okay? Walk in your assertiveness. Okay? Because you about to reap, honey. The devil just want to reap your harvest. But you see that autumn, you know what autumn is about, right? Autumn is about harvest. Okay? It's about harvest. You about to reap a harvest, boo. Because even this week, God is clearing the foolishness out the way. Okay? The path is clear, honey. Long as you stay in your confidence. Be assertive. So, they say, well, you know how some people try to put fear in you? Well, honey, you know that if you don't get this paper in, we ain't gonna be able to seal this. If you don't get this to us by 5 o'clock today, we're not gonna be able to seal this contract. Okay, you trying to put fear in my heart? Boo? No, because I don't operate in that, ma'am. I understand. I heard you the first time, and the only thing I'm gonna go do now is go get this paperwork and fax it to you. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I said I got the paperwork. I said I got it. I'm gonna send it. You know what I'm saying? I said I want the house. I told you I'm gonna put down my deposit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put down my money. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I know what you said. It ain't gonna bother me, because losing this deal is not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Or losing this contract is not what I want. You ain't got to try to put the fear in me, because you know what? I'm gonna stand in my assertiveness and my confidence. Okay. Because I know I'm about to reap this harvest. Because I know anytime the devil trying to come and throw distractions and try to throw fear and all that there, and trying to throw all these little nuances and aggravations, that there's obviously something right around the corner. There's obviously something right around the corner. And it's my harvest time. It's my winning season. Because God is clearing. He's clearing my path, y'all. And I'm walking in confidence. Well, that's your message, y'all. I hope that has been a blessing. I can only give you what God gave me. He is saying early in the morning. Call out to him. Meditate, pray, seek him early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So when you wake up, I don't care. Early is when you wake up. So if you wake up at 10 o'clock, that might not be early to other people, but you woke up at 10. So early is if you up at 10, at least by 11 o'clock, after you done rolled out, stretched, and you know what I'm saying, and brushed your teeth or whatever, soon thereafter, you got your coffee going, go sit down and take your 15 minutes, okay? And speak to God. Find your quiet place early in the morning. That's what it said. Psalm 5 said, okay? And then what else? The Spirit's gonna put my glasses back on and see. And with that, with the wild spirit faith, faith without works is dead. Okay, I like to recap because somebody might have went off into the bathroom or went and got them a soda out the refrigerator and missed about 10. They got a phone call, now they're coming back. Okay, the recap is, early in the morning. Okay, early in the morning, you're going to pray and meditate. Second thing is, faith without works is dead. Sit down and write out the map. Map it out, 1 through 10, how you going to get to your goal. How are we going to get there? How is your business going to progress this week? We need some realistic goals, actionable things that you can do to get you there. It's not enough for it to be in your mind. Faith without works is dead. It's not enough for it to be a thought. It's not enough to put step 1. It's not enough to take 1 step. You got to know where you're going in step 2. Write out a plan. God will guide you the rest of the way, but you got to put in the work. You got to put the steps. You got to start moving. As you're moving to step 1 and you're talking to these people about this over here, step 2 might come in. You know what I'm saying? Step 1A might come in, or step 1B might come in because God done, got to moving. You wasn't planning on that, but God went in because you moved. You can't expect something if you ain't putting in the work. Okay, so faith without works is dead. And then we had that wild spirit to come back and confirm exactly what spirit had me to put on Facebook and Instagram this morning when I went to lunch today, and a wasp hit my plate again for the 3rd time. I'm talking about in 24 hours, because just last night I was on the phone with my mama probably about 8 o'clock last night, and here I'm at lunch about 1 o'clock, and the damn wasp hit again. I'm like, okay, 3 wasps in less than 24 hours. Spirit, okay, you trying to get my attention. And he said it again. Faith without works is dead. It's not okay to say you don't do something, don't put no action behind it. And it's interesting to me because before I even looked up the action part, I put that on my Facebook. So God is just confirming, y'all, okay? And then he said, be steadfast and unmovable. That means, you know what I'm saying? No, stand in your confidence. Walk in your confidence, manifesting your confidence, because that second part was that you're gonna have that that the wasp is like a nuance. You're gonna have some distraction, you're gonna have some people that's trying to, the devil just gonna be the devil, okay? Some negativity, where there's positivity, there's gonna be negativity when you're trying to do the right thing. So expect it, but stand in your power. Keep your crown on, and don't you go to whimpering. Don't you step down from your vibration, okay? Walk in confidence. And we need to say this all week long. I will carry myself with confidence. Because if I'm carrying myself with the confidence of God, that means that I don't care what they say. They ain't going to put no fear in me because I'm going to get this done. I'm going to reach my goals, honey. Yeah, I got that. I got that. You know what I'm saying? And so the plexus came right back with confidence, man. Y'all don't get it. I'm excited. Y'all don't get it. Confidence. Be assertive. Be confident. That's what the solar plexus is all about. Y'all don't see this. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all about to reap something. This autumn card means harvest. You about to reap some things because you're going to, I'm telling you, be ready for these little things this week. They're trying to keep you from your harvest. Don't let them pull you down. God clearing it anyway. He clearing your path. Just stay focused. That's your message. I love y'all. Goodbye.